You know, a lot of people think that you have to be a certain type of person in order to make a difference. A lot of people think that you have to be really famous or successful or popular in order to make a difference. But the reality is that everyone can make a difference. Everybody has the ability to impact others' lives for the better. And so it doesn't matter where you come from, it doesn't matter where you live, it doesn't matter what age you are, you can make a difference. You can have that positive impact on other people's lives. And to all the young people out there, you don't have to be a super famous influencer on TikTok or on social media in order to make a difference, because you already have so much influence over the lives of other people who you interact with on a daily basis, whether it be friends and family or neighbors or coworkers, whoever it might be. You already have a lot of influence. A lot of us don't realize how much influence we already have. A lot of us don't realize that what we say really matters and that the things we do really matter. But those things do matter, and we have the ability, all of us individually have the ability to be a source of encouragement for other people. We all have the ability to impact other people's lives for the better. We all have the ability to make a difference in our own communities, in our own circles of family and friends. And so God calls us to make a difference. We have a duty and a moral obligation to do our part, to try to serve other people, to try to make a difference in our own communities, because that's what God wants us to do. And so making a difference doesn't start with changing the world. Making a difference starts with changing your own life and changing the way that you live and changing the way that you treat other people. And the only thing you need in order to make a difference is you have to really care about an issue, and you have to be passionate, and you have to be willing to work really hard. And if you're willing to do those things, then you can make a difference. You can have an impact on other people in your life. And that's really important to realize. So it starts with doing the small things. It starts with focusing on those small decisions that we make every single day that oftentimes we take for granted. Because those interactions and those conversations that we have with other people, that's where you make the biggest difference. That's where you can have the biggest impact. And one of the beauties of living in the United States of America is that we all have the freedom and the opportunity to stand up for what's right, to speak the truth, to serve others, and to make a difference. And a lot of people who live in other countries don't have the same freedoms and opportunities that we have here in America. And so because we have the opportunity to make a difference in our own communities, because we have the opportunity to make a difference in our own circles of friends and family, we should take advantage of that. And those freedoms and those opportunities are something that we should never take for granted.